Hey guys, what's going on? If you haven't noticed already, I like pre-workouts. There's a lot available today, but they are not all created equally. I love certain pre-workouts, or some pre-workouts I take on a regular basis. I have no regrets taking them, and I have no problems recommending them to other people because I know it works well without any side effects. There's a lot of pre-workouts that are just too strong to be taken as a daily driver. So this video is about my favorite daily driver pre-workout. These ones I actually like taking on a regular basis, and these are the ones that I would live with, and these are the ones I would go with if you asked me to pick my favorite daily pre-workout. So starting with the obvious first one, Bulk Black. This one is a naturally flavored pre-workout that contains everything needed for a good workout. It has that caffeine, it has the nitric oxide boosters, and best of all, it has natural flavoring. So part of the reason why I would choose Bulk Black is because it has high caffeine, unlike its brother, which has a little bit less caffeine, but it's still usable. Bulk Black just hits the spot as a regular basis type of pre-workout with natural flavoring, and it works really well for a lot of people because it just fits everyone's lifestyle and diet easily. It's made for high energy, it's good for pumps. So while Bulk Black is naturally flavored and it has a lot of caffeine, 300 milligrams, it may not be enough for some people. So if you need something with more caffeine and more nitric oxide boosters, there's Caged Elite. So this is the second pre-workout of my favorite daily pre-workout list. Caged Elite is not naturally flavored, but it is athlete proof. It's safe for athletes to be taken because it has no banned substances, and it's safe to be used for anyone that's drug tested, basically. So if you're looking for something clean, but you don't mind the artificial sweeteners and you need something to like go on elite performance, then Caged Elite is the way to go, because Caged Elite has those nitric oxide boosters, and it has it has the highest dosage of citrulline. It also has nitrates, as well as a couple of other ingredients. So if you're looking for something that has higher energy and have better pumps than Bulk Black, Caged Elite is the next choice. But be aware, Caged Black is naturally flavored, while Caged Elite and everything else on this list is not. So everything else is artificially sweetened. So the next pre-workout has actually entered like my list recently, and that's Rebellion. That's this pre-workout right here. That's Rebel Nutrition's Rebellion. So this is a very good endurance boosting type of pre-workout. I feel so good on it. It has that mushroom blend of wToQ, and the endurance on it is just incredible. Like, you know how beta-alanine, people tell you it helps with endurance, it helps with muscular endurance, and it's supposed to, but mushrooms just has this effect that's working. Like, you can tell it's working from the first day you take it, whereas something like beta-alanine takes a couple days, and even then you're like, is there anything really going on other than the tingles? It's not too obvious, but clearly it does make like a little bit of like a percentage of a difference. But mushrooms, that's where the fun is at, because the mushrooms, like, we are adapted, we are evolved with these mushrooms throughout time. So now we have science to show that there is benefits with certain mushrooms, and this blend is supposed to increase, VO2 max. It's supposed to let you put more work into your workouts. And I find this combined with like all the other pre-workout ingredients in Rebellion makes it a perfect blend. It feels really good when I'm taking it, but it's not euphoric or anything. I just feel, naturally motivated, uplifted, and very motivated. And the combination of ingredients just makes it a really nice, pre-workout with that mushroom blend, which is one of my favorite things to take before a workout. So Rebellion is one of those pre-workouts that I would recommend if you want something like, if you're thinking about maximizing your performance, Rebellion is the way to go. Or just get wToQ and combine it with your pre-workout. The next pre-workout is Nitro Surge Max. Nitro Surge Max is actually, like, this company is a sister company of Transparent Labs. So it's not like as maximized as Caged Elite, but it has really nice nitric oxide boosters, such as New Level, which is like a nitric oxide booster which can increase vasodilation not only to your muscles but also to your brain, thus increasing cognitive ability. So there is some interesting benefits with some of those ingredients. It has really good energy. It's not too high. It's just there. The energy is perfect. But I think this is like the perfect blend of nitric oxide boosters without overdoing it. It's not like a monster formula. So if you have like a sensitive stomach, Nitro Surge Max, which is the name, right? Yeah, Nitro Surge Max is going to be easier on the stomach, but it is artificially sweetened. So if you're like that sensitive to something that's sweetened, that's artificially sweetened, then I would recommend, Bulk Black, of course. It tastes really good, by the way. All the pre-workouts of Bulk Black, because it's naturally flavored, you would think it would taste bad. Tastes fantastic. So the next pre-workout that I love is Blast Max by Old School Labs, which is the one right here. It's the perfect caffeine blend of a pre-workout, and it has other ingredients to help with the pump, to help with the energy as well. So it's not just caffeine, it has nootropics for focus, but I find it just has like the mix of caffeine, and it's like 3 or 4 different forms of caffeine. And by the way, for each pre-workout, you can see the review in the corner right here, but basically it's a very nice, high energy, long lasting pre-workout that's only using caffeine. It's not using anything extra like Synthryne or yohimbine, so don't worry about the side effects. There's no side effects with the pre-workout like that. But the next pre-workout is wrecked by Huge Supplements. I enjoy taking this on arm day or anything that requires pumps, or anything that has good pumps, like chest, or that's basically every workout. Even leg day, I have a good pump sometimes. But Rect is a fun pre-workout because it has those stimulants, it has aerogenesis. I don't think it has DMHA, but if you have that on hand, you can combine it with that if you wanted to make it into exotic pre-workout. But it has like a mood enhancing benefit to it, but it's not overwhelming. It's not going to give you euphoria. You just feel good, and it's just like a maximum nitric oxide type of pre-workout where you take it and you're maximizing your nitric oxide levels from all kinds of angles, because there's different angles, right? There's a nitrate pathway for pumps, there's the arginine pathway, and there's like the water pump. So there's like the dry pump and there's a wet pump. Rect has both worlds into one pre-workout, and it has good energy. I find it better than Caged Elite when it comes to energy. It has as much caffeine as Caged Elite, but Rect is more fun, I find. It's not serious. It's not trying to make you feel like you're on the strongest pre-workouts, or you're on the strongest pre-workout, I should say, but it does feel good and you feel motivated, and it's a fun one that I like and I enjoy taking because of that. The final but not least pre-workout on this list is a non-stimulant pre-workout, but I do enjoy taking it, and that's Dark Labs Pimp. This has no caffeine. Yeah, a no caffeine pre-workout coming from Dark Labs, but this is purely a nitric oxide booster. It's a nice daily type of pre-workout, but of course I stack it with something else, whether it's a fat burner or it's another pre-workout with caffeine or stimulants. And that way I combine it into one drink and I drink it. But when I do use Dark Labs Pimp with like a high stimulant pre-workout, I find Dark Labs Pimp does a really good job at reducing the side effects, because high stimulants, as you know, or as you may not know, increases vessel constriction. So when you're taking stimulants, your vessels actually decrease in diameter. But when you take a nitric oxide boosters, that kind of like alleviates the symptoms and the side effects that may come from taking high stimulants, because it may cause some cardiovascular problems like high blood pressure, increased heart rate. But taking a nitric oxide booster that's really good with what it uses, like the formula, can really help to reduce those side effects. But Dark Labs Pimp is a very nice pre-workout with lots of pumps to offer. If you're looking for something with no stimulants, Dark Labs Pimp, a perfect daily pre-workout. But if I had to choose one, if you're like, hey Nader, choose one pre-workout that you would leave this, this FDA-proof bunker of pre-workouts, it would probably be Bulk Black. But my second choice would definitely be Rebellion. Rebellion does a very good job. If they made that naturally sweetened, I would be like, okay, that's my number one. But I find, over time, because I've been taking pre-workouts for such a long time, that I notice that, of course, like I'm getting more concerned now with health and stuff. So I want something that's healthy for the long run. And I know artificial sweeteners have an effect on the digestive system, and I don't want that problem. I don't want that beef. But basically, these are my favorite daily pre-workouts. Why would you take a daily pre-workout over a very strong pre-workout? Well, the strongest pre-workouts doesn't always mean a good workout. And it's not always the best fit for everybody. Everyone is different. Like some people have a history of medical problems. It may be like cardiovascular. It could be like digestion issues. And the high stimulants mixed in with the big dosages of ingredients just has like this effect on the system where it's not only, you know, draining your energy for the next day, because when you don't take it, you feel you have like a withdrawal, a rebound effect, which can happen if you're taking very strong and then not taking anything at all, not even coffee the next day. But the other issue is just the digestion. But just taking a pre-workout that's normal on stimulants will maximize your workout better than the ones that give you the most energy, because the ones that give you the most energy will have more side effects naturally. Like say, for example, you take a lot of stimulants, vasoconstriction happens, and then you feel lightheaded, nausea maybe, and you feel dizzy, etc., etc. It's not from the low blood sugar, probably. It's likely from, you know, caffeine mixed in with the other stimulants that may cause, you know, a vasoconstrictive effect. So that's why a daily pre-workout is one that you can take on a regular basis for clean energy without feeling regret, without feeling like you're going to enter the survival mode, and without side effects or reducing your effectiveness in your workout. And it can also be good for reducing tolerance. So you can't just take a pre-workout all the time, the same one, and expect the same return in terms of energy and effectiveness. Over time, you'll build a tolerance. That's why a daily pre-workout that has, you know, a moderate amount of caffeine, I know 300 milligrams isn't a moderate amount. It will still make a difference when you are taking that much caffeine instead of taking, you know, 500 milligrams, 600 milligrams mixed in with the other stimulants, yohimbine, synfrine. All these stuff have, like, it has a roller coaster of effects, and some people want to reduce that just so they can have a good workout. So I enjoy daily pre-workouts because it's reliable and it's safe, and that way I can feel good about my workouts. I don't need something to drive my energy crazy 100% all the time, right? So there you have it. If you're looking to get the most out of your workouts though, I do recommend you go to fitfric.com, and there you can find workout spreadsheets. You can keep track of your own workouts. You can save a copy, and that way you'll keep a record of your workouts on Google. It's very easy to manage, and that way you'll be making the most out of your program. And so if you're looking for guides, pre-workouts, resources, fitfric.com. That was the list of the daily pre-workouts. If you want to see the reviews, check out the links in the description. Fitfric for the discount code for any of those pre-workouts I mentioned. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Have a good one.